Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Billy TV. For today's video, tungkol ito sa isang lalaki na di umano galing ng year 2027. Kung mahilig kayo sa mga stories about time travel, para sa inyo to. Huwag na natin patagalin, let's go!
What if you woke up one day to the terrifying reality that you were the only one left on Earth?
So,
Meet
wala
Javier,
talagang tao.
aka Único Sobreviviente, which means lone survivor. He claims to have woken up in a hospital with no recollection of who he was. When he wakes up, he notices that there's no nurses, no doctors, nobody in the hospital at all. When he goes outside to investigate, there's no cars moving, nobody on the streets, not even a bird flying in the air. Yeah, no animals. Now he's recording all of these videos and people are asking so many questions, including myself.
So, ibig sabihin, galing siya sa ospital, pagising niya, ang yun ang naalala niya, no? Nasa ospital siya, tapos pagising niya, as in, wala nang tao. So, tuloy natin. Medyo creepy, no?
At first glance, when you watch these videos, they're very entertaining. You're like, oh, he must be recording them early in the morning. Maybe he did it during one of the lockdowns. He just filmed a bunch
Baka
of
pwedeng ganun
videos
eh.
and he's just
Baka
releasing them now. But that's not so.
Ginawaan niya
The
yan
more I watched, the more I became scared. If you've ever watched
lockdown.
movies like I Am Legend, shows like The Walking Dead, you know that there's a lot of money involved in those production sets. Millions of dollars on CGI to make it look like the world is desolate. Now, Javier is only using his phone to film and uploading these videos barely edited onto TikTok. And
Pinanood ko kasi to eh. Usually, pag first time mo siyang mapanood, habang tumatagal, parang gusto mo nang maniwala. Pero kasi baka ano eh, kumbaga, hindi natin alam, no? Baka talagang magaling lang mag-edit. So, tingnan natin, tuloy natin.
he lives in a very big city. Now, as he starts getting his memory back, he remembers that he was in 2021. When he looks at computers, looks at his phone, everything is exactly the same as 2021, except all the dates on every electronic device is saying 2027. He realizes that there's some sort of connection between 2021 and 2027. He still has access to the internet, and he's even shown different locations, exact coordinates to where he's at and leaving things. This is something like a parallel world, a different dimension, but a connection from 2027 where he's at and 2021. What I find rather fascinating and unique is he's going to these places that are populated. And that's what makes me wonder, like, did he really do this during lockdowns and just leave those things there and then had this master plan of people finding them later on? You're not going to want to miss this because the story gets even crazier. And I know what you're thinking, like, this cannot be real. There is something that he's doing, maybe some virtual reality, maybe some tricks with his camera, maybe he's paying people. Valencia, Spain is huge. It's home to about 2.5 million people. When you see some of these videos, even during lockdowns, you can see birds in the air. You can see, I mean, this is, of course, other videos that
Tama.
people are posting.
Kahit pa paano, makakakita ka ng tao. Siyempre, yung mga lumalabas na para bumili ng mga essentials, no? Iilan, pero ibig sabihin, may mga tao pa rin kahit konti. Pero sa mga pinakita niya kasi mga video, as in, siya lang talaga ang tao. Wala ring mga animals like birds o kung ano pa man. Siya lang talaga.
Of where he's been. There are people there, very crowded areas. I put myself in his shoes, like, he's probably really scared. He's by himself. What would you do? Think about it. I mean, this surpasses every fear. Imagine being all alone. Us human beings, like, we have a connection. We have a connection to other people, to animals. We need that connection. We need those relationships. nobody around. You're alone. If something happens to you, like, that's it. It's just you. Now, this is where it gets interesting. There's followers of his on his TikTok videos requesting certain locations for him to go and explore and to show that there's no one there. We're not just talking about regular places. These are historic landmarks in Valencia, Spain. Churches, hospitals, even a soccer stadium. Some have argued that he's going early in the morning, but he continues to prove people wrong. In this video, Javier shows a comment on the screen, and the comment says this: all your videos are made super early in the morning at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. when there's no one around. He then goes with this comment on the screen to a heavily populated part of the city with a clock, a public clock, and shows that the time is 5:46 p.m. I think that's military time. And I don't know about you, I
Rush hour
mean,
yan.
here in America at 5 o'clock, it's rather busy. People are just getting out of work. That's considered rush hour.
Kita nyo guys, oh. Marami siyang mga pinupuntang places, no? Lalo na yung mga landmark. Kahit subway, train station, pinupuntahan niya. As in, wala talaga. Kaya interesting, no?
Now, this is Javier's TikTok page. I encourage you to go check it out, give him a follow, let him know that Omar sent you. Now, when I first came across this TikTok page, I was like, it's all in Spanish. Now, luckily for me, I know how to read Spanish. I mean, yeah, Spanish was my very first language. Fun fact about your boy Omar Gosh TV here. There's some things that I don't know. I would say English is my primary language. Okay, so this person pretty much says go inside of an airport. I understand that there's maybe some
Yan
travel
guys, oh.
restrictions here
Airport
and there,
yan.
but I don't know. I mean, it even shows flights there and it shows the times. And I mean, this place is just completely empty. Lights flickering there. This person said they'll give him $500,000 if they do that. He goes into the bathroom, completely empty. Somebody here in the comments of that video said, why don't you go into an airplane? And I think it's great. I think it's really fun looking at some of the comments. Grab a video passing through the river or passing by the river.
Pinuntahan ko rin yung TikTok account nung mismong owner ng video na yan, ano. Nakakatuwang nabasahin yung mga comments ng mga audience niya. Kasi talagang weird talaga eh. So, maraming nagsasuggest at nagre-request para mapatunayan talaga na totoo yung sinasabi niya doon sa ina-upload niya. So, check nyo na lang yung guys. Tuloy natin.
And I mean, you could see there's no cars on the streets, nobody walking around. I mean, I don't even see birds in the sky. I mean, pay attention and see if you see any birds in the sky. I mean, I'm looking. I've been looking. You guys might be able to help me on this. I mean, I don't understand. So somebody says to go to a Mercedes dealership and grab a
Sabi ng
Mercedes.
audience, di ba?
So he finds this
Pumunta
key
siya
right
sa
here. And I guess he's
Mercedes-Benz
looking around to
dealer,
see
no?
what car this key belongs to, and he
So,
finds it. It's right outside.
parang GTA
I
lang,
mean,
ano?
how was he able to do this upon request?
Pwede kang
Somebody
kumuha
requested
ng
him
kahit
to
anong
go to a
kotse.
Mercedes dealership. And look, he's driving the car. He's the only one
Nung
on
nakuha
the
niya,
street. And this
minaneho niya
looks
pa.
like dusk. There's somebody
Wala
in the comment of this video
talagang
saying, I'm starting to
tao.
believe that what you're
Pero
going
may isa
through
dun,
is
no?
real now. And I'm not gonna lie,
Ewan ko,
I'm believing it too. This guy is trapped in another dimension, not just in time, but some sort of connected world, except there's nobody in his world but him. And this one right here, he goes to the Palacio de Marquez, and they said they'll give him $500,000, and he's in there. A place that would be very busy, usually filled with people. Nobody there. Busy city. No security guards. Nobody. Anyways, let's move on to the next. In this video, he has some keychains, still looking around for birds. Don't see any. But he hides this keychain and leaves a latitude and longitude location right on the screen for somebody to find this. Being that there's a connection between 2027 and 2021, if he leaves something behind, somebody's gonna find it. Hides it in a tree. I mean, this is fascinating. Either that or, I mean, this guy is a pro when it comes to editing and special effects. But what makes this
Oo,
crazy, I mean, you can still see
ang galing nga,
nobody in
kung
the background.
iisipin mo talaga.
But let's go to the next clips here. People are actually sharing that they found his keychain with the coordinates that he gave them. Now, this person is also showing that people are actually sharing that they found his keychain with the coordinates that he gave them. Now, this person is also showing that the area that he was in is a populated area. You can see people walking their dogs, you can see people jogging, having picnics, and there it is. There's the keychain right there. He put a note there for them. This guy is in shock. Here's another one right here. Guy found it. I mean, did he go out early in the morning when nobody was around and film these shots right before he posted the video? I don't know. I don't know. That's what makes this so
Kahit,
cool.
kahit
This
naman
one
ako
right
eh.
here, somebody tells him, "Why don't you go to the subway?" Nobody there. Nobody at the subway. And I don't know if you've seen that shot of him walking in. It's still daytime. How is there nobody around? I mean, I know that there's some lockdowns in certain countries, but there's still people doing things. There's still people out there.
Tama.
Maybe he has some
Kahit
connections
pa
to. I mean,
paano,
I
dapat
know that when
may,
the lockdowns
may
were
mga
first
tao pa
happening, I
rin,
mean, you can get
syempre.
arrested for being in
Yung
some
mga
parts of certain cities.
guard,
Depending on where you're at. I mean,
mga
he's walking
janitor,
around and
ganyan.
there's nobody around. I mean, look, he just gets right past the gate. Don't need your Metro card, bud. Nope, nope. A lot of these videos, people are challenging him to go to certain places. On this one, somebody challenged him, why don't you go back to the hospital? See if you could find some information about yourself, maybe some paperwork. So he goes to the hospital. I mean, this is his vision of when he woke up in the hospital and he didn't know where he was. I mean, that had been so confusing. Nobody around, and you can clearly see there's nobody around. And it says here that he found some paperwork on him, and he shows it. I guess he found that necklace too, but it says his name there. Somewhere it does say the date too. Yeah, 2021. Weird. Okay, this one by far
Diba?
has to be probably my favorite
Nakakabilib.
for good reason. It's scary. He goes to the zoo. I don't know. I mean, did they take the animals out of the zoo? And still, like, how was he able to have access to a zoo? You can see they still have fountains running. I still don't see birds in the sky. This looks like an area where there would probably be maybe some chimpanzees, some large cats, maybe an
So
elephant
wala
or
ring
two.
mga animals, no?
There's
Sa
no
zoo.
animals at the zoo. They all disappeared. That was
So wala ka
probably
rin
where
makikita
the
mga
gorillas
birds,
were.
no?
Bigfoot.
Dapat kahit pa paano, no?
Yeah, there's no animals. Where'd the animals go? Is this an abandoned zoo? It looks pretty kept up. The lawn is freshly mowed. The landscape looks nice. I mean, as you can see in the earlier shots, the fountains were on in the water. Where are the animals?
Diba?
This one's pretty cool. So he asks Alexa,
¿Qué fecha es hoy?
Es domingo, 21 de marzo de 2027.
March 21st on a Sunday, 2027. Alexa said it.
Ok, Google.
So yan. Titingin siya ng mga expiration date.
Okay, this was one that
2022.
definitely made me scratch my head. I thought that this was a good idea. Whoever wanted him to do this, they said to go to a police station. This is what I find weird. He has a key
Oo,
to get
tama.
inside
Bakit
the
nga
police
siya may
station.
susi?
Like, I mean, maybe he found the key outside. I don't know. One of the police cars is running too. I don't know if he goes inside the police station or he tries to go in. But as you can see, there's nobody in there. I mean, cops usually freak out if you're trying to break into the police station.
Tama.
And yeah, this police car is running and
Oh,
he gets
sinakyan niya pa.
in. Maybe it was running for days. I don't know. That's why I find this one a little peculiar. Let me know in the comments what you think. During lockdowns, schools closed. They're still closed. There's a lot of schools in the United States here where people are being homeschooled, kids are being homeschooled. But I mean, shouldn't there be maybe like a janitor there? Or maybe somebody gave them access to go into the
Oo, dapat
school.
talaga,
I mean, these are
sabi ko nga,
possibilities.
kahit mga
I'm
guard,
not ruling that out.
janitor, dapat
But this
meron.
person said they'd give him $1 million if he went into a school.
Pero
Now,
as in,
maybe
wala
it's a lot
talaga.
harder. I know a lot of these people that comment on his videos
So
are
kung
from
isipin mo,
Spain
paano niya
or
ginawa,
close
di
by.
ba? Ang
So
galing.
they may know, or maybe they feel like it's really hard to get into some of these schools. And you could see he's in there and it's empty. Enter the Mestalla a la Cancha. I don't know. I think that's their football team, aka soccer stadium in Valencia, Spain. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't get upset with me. But he's walking around this stadium like he owns the place, opening up doors. I mean, you can see there's nobody there. I mean, maybe soccer's not in season right now. Possibly. There goes all the players, all their lockers. It's their locker room.
So wala
And he
talaga, no?
comes across
Malinis.
some merch there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one of the people that run the place. But this is cool right here. Like, he gets to go inside of this stadium. There's not one person there. You don't see any birds in the air again. It's a very open space. Some people say that that was a drone floating in the sky.
So yun yung mga footage na kuha niya.
Now, there's a side of me that really believes it's the science fiction in me, because I love science fiction movies, and this is something out of a movie. I mean, when you watch his videos, you can't help but to feel like you're there with him. You're alone in these videos. Like, he's barely talking, he's moving around, and you feel like you're in his world alone. It's actually kind of cool. But at the same time, you feel bad for him. He's by himself. Like I said, we're humans. We need connections with people. I would
Tama.
miss my family. I'd miss my mom, my dad, my children,
Sa
my
umpisa lang
pets.
masarap
I
yan,
mean,
syempre.
we don't realize how much those relationships matter to us. Being alone, that'd be terrible. I usually don't do videos like this. If you're new to my channel, I do go and explore scary places, and I've been mixing it up a little bit here too. If you enjoyed the video, please kiss that like button, just like your first kiss. You know, sloppy kiss. And if there's any really cool things, kind of like what I shared in this video, it doesn't always have to be just TikTok, but maybe just a video that you came across online, maybe a story that you want me to cover, let me know. Be sure to check out Javier. I'm gonna leave a link down below to his TikTok channel. Gotta go for now before we leave. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Peace.
Sa palagay niyo kaya, totoo ba ito or gawa ng edit? Comment down below at huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe sa akin channel. At yung link ni Gosh TV, ilalagay ko rin sa description box below. So, subscribe natin yan. So, hanggang sa muli. Babush!